Your thoughts are way more powerful than you realize. Hi, I'm Coach Tony, and welcome into my Mind Body Evolution channel. In a previous video that I recorded, What You Think About, You Bring About, which I'll link out above here and in the description below, I talked about how you have 60,000 thoughts on average every day. And if you did the math on that really quick, on average, you have 16 waking hours in the day, times 60 minutes in an hour, times 60 seconds in a minute. And you'll get 57,600 seconds of your waking day. Well, that could correlate to 60,000 thoughts that you could have, one every second. Well, for you to really understand how powerful your thoughts are, you want to start to understand how often you're thinking particular thoughts. Because it's not like we're thinking a different thought every second of every day. Often we're thinking the same thought or the same types of thoughts in relation to the area of our life that we're thinking about. In other words, whatever has our attention and focus has our energy. And so if you're thinking about different areas of your life as you're going about your day, you're thinking about that area of your life, and you're usually thinking the same types of thoughts in relation to that area that you've decided is true for you in that area. So it's probably more safe to say that you're thinking thousands of thoughts a day, and many of them are related to the same idea in regards to that area of your life. For instance, in regards to your health and body, you probably think a couple dozen, maybe 100 different types of thoughts about your body and health. When it comes to your relationships in your life, you probably have a couple hundred thoughts about the different relationships you have in your life, right? You probably have hundreds of thoughts about yourself even, right? You probably have hundreds of thoughts about money. You probably have dozens of thoughts about your car or your house or your living situation or any other area of your life. So before we go any further, we want to take inventory of the thoughts that we're thinking on a regular basis, especially in relation to the areas of life that we want to change. And the areas of life that we are trying to go after a goal, or we have a dream or desire that we're trying to achieve. We want to start to see what are the thoughts we are having in relation to those areas, number one. And I actually want to use this flashlight analogy to really highlight this point. Right? And I actually have my little notebook here just to kind of use as a little demonstration. So if you take a flashlight, the broader the light is, the dimmer it gets actually. But as soon as you zoom it in and get closer to something and more focused, and then you really focus it in, look how bright that gets, right? It's actually lighting up my logo really, really good, right? But as soon as I dim it out, like it gets weaker, right? The energy gets weaker. And as soon as you really focus it in, it gets much more powerful. That's the analogy I want to use in relation to this. Because basically, if you think 60,000 different thoughts throughout the day, each one of those are going to have a little tiny bit of power, little tiny bit of energy, and it's not going to impact your life at all. But if you're thinking hundreds of thoughts much more often throughout the day, and throughout the 16 hours you're awake, you're spending most of your time thinking about those thoughts, then now it's starting to build a lot more energy and momentum and power, right? Well, what if you just focused your energy on thinking one thought in relation to each of the areas of your life? One powerful thought. So I really want to highlight this. Some of the common thoughts that we think on a regular basis, and this is me and my clients, we've uncovered this, right? From the moment you wake up, what's one of the very first things you say? Oh, I'm so tired. Oh my God, I wish I got more sleep, right? If you have kids like me, I have 4 kids, ranging from 4 years old to 17. And so I often joke with my wife that I haven't slept in 17 years since he was born, because it's kind of true. Like I stopped sleeping very deeply since I had kids. But what's funny is if you wake up with the thought, oh, I'm so tired, and then you think that many times in the morning, let's say, now that sets the stage for your day. So you're starting your day off tired and feeling tired. Even if it's true, if you continuously think it, now you're giving away your power to that thought. And then your body will simply continue to be tired. But if you interrupt it immediately, you say, oh, of course I'm tired initially, right? You're getting up. But, oh, I feel good. I feel strong. Oh, I feel healthy. Ooh, I feel whatever it is. You choose actually how you think or how you're going to think moving forward. And that's my advice to you, to start thinking in a much more better serving way, and much more empowered way, and much more in line with your goals, dreams, and desires. Because ultimately, what you think about, you bring about. And this is going to become very evident if you do these little exercises I recommend on today's video. And the very first one is literally just write out the thoughts that you catch yourself thinking. So the first example is if you wake up and you feel tired and the thoughts you're thinking is I'm tired, then we want to shift that as quickly as possible. Often though, we catch ourselves just reinforcing how we actually feel. So let's just say your back hurts. You're going to be thinking, oh, my back is killing me. oh, I'm not as young as I used to be. As you get older, you start to feel your age. And then now you start to corroborate and reinforce those feelings. And so then eventually your self-dialogue is, I'm old. Oh, I'm not as young as I used to be. Oh, my joints are aching, all these things. And maybe that is true. But I want to challenge you to really pay attention to your self-dialogue and the thoughts that you're thinking on a regular basis, because they are infinitely powerful. Imagine you're going to think a thought 100 times today, or even 1,000 times today. And let's just say that that thought is, my back is killing me. Well, the odds are and the probability is that throughout the day, your back is going to be hurting you. And whether or not the chicken comes before the egg or vice versa, the thought is just simply going to reinforce the feeling, and the feeling is going to reinforce the thought. So you're going to get stuck in this loop, in other words, of your back hurting. Instead of thinking that thought 100 times or 1,000 times throughout your day, I want you to challenge this. I want you to just try on another better serving thought. And I want to offer up, I am getting younger, stronger, and healthier with every breath I take. Try that thought on right now and see the difference between the two thoughts. Oh, my back is killing me, and I am getting younger, stronger, and healthier with every breath I take. There's a night and day difference to how you're going to feel if you reinforce that thought versus my back hurts all the time thought, right? Now imagine you think that thought 100 to 1,000 times a day, even if your back hurts, by the way, in the face of adversity, in the face of your current reality. Imagine you still thought, I am getting younger, stronger, and healthier with every breath I take. You just continuously reinforce that. By the end of the day, you're gonna feel much more powerful. You're gonna feel a little bit younger. You're gonna feel a little bit stronger and a little bit healthier. You're going to, I guarantee it. Put me to the test and then let me know in the comments below. Try this exercise out. I call it marathon thinking. Not just thinking a thought once, but for the day, for the marathon of the day. Think it 100 times. Set a reminder. Do it every hour for 10 times. If you don't have a whole lot of time, right? Do it for every hour 100 times. Watch what ends up happening. Your thoughts are incredibly powerful. And if you start to wield your attention, energy, and focus like a flashlight onto one powerful thought or idea at a time for different areas of your life, watch your life start to transform. You are way more powerful than you realize. It's just people are just riding the wave of their thoughts. They don't even realize that they could be deliberately controlling what they're thinking, even in the face of the opposite, if that's what reality is showing you and your life is showing you. If you have a disease, if you're poor, if you're alone or not in a relationship, and you desire to be in a relationship, you desire more money, and you desire to be healthy, I highly suggest you start to change the way you're thinking in each of those areas. And it starts with just becoming aware of what are your thoughts right now in relation to each of those areas. Write them down. Take an inventory of the computer program that is currently programmed in your mindset and in your subconscious mind. That's all it is, really. It's a computer program that is playing out on autopilot from a habitual way of thinking. And even if it has been your reality up until now, the new thoughts that you start to think are the new eggs that will hatch a new chicken. So in other words, you can change significantly, and your thoughts are the seed that are going to do that for you. So I hope this video made sense to you. If you found value in it, please like it and share it with others who also might find value in it. And let me know in the comments below, what was your favorite part of the video? I'd love to hear how these videos are helping you out. And last but not least, if you're not subscribed to my channel, or if you're not already a part of my new U 2.0 program, I highly recommend you consider joining it, because it's gonna change your life forever. I'm telling you. It's incredibly powerful, and I consolidate all of these next level ideas all in a very easily digestible, paint by numbers structure that you could follow very easily every day and every week as you go through the program. And I promise you, within days, you are gonna start to make a shift in your life like you've never done before. It will help you bypass years of self-development, years of therapy, years of spinning your wheels, trying to figure things out. I have it all nicely organized for you to just go through it and level up your life faster than ever before. So definitely check it out. I am super pumped about it, super proud of it. It's basically like the last 10 years of my coaching journey and all the things I've learned, all digested down into exactly what you need to know and nothing really more. It's just all the most important ideas, all consolidated. So anyways, check that out. I'll have a link to the page that'll give you more details about that program below. But with that, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.